Hey everybody, quick video on making a pedigree. As you are probably aware, a pedigree is basically a family tree that is used for tracking genetic traits through generations. So I'll show you what a finished pedigree looks like, and then I'll give you a few pointers on getting started. Here is a pedigree for my family, my wife's family, and as you can see, I've got, I don't know, 50 or more individuals on here. You don't have to have that many. I think what I told you was at least 8 for your family and 8 for your partner's family. Anyway, I took a lot of time on this. I even got on the phone, talked to a few family members. I got the ruler out, and I had a good time doing it. Yours should be neat and tidy, but it shouldn't take necessarily hours and hours. You can also do this on different internet programs. That's fine to do. I honestly just like the hand drawing process better, even though it's slightly less tidy. Alright, so again, a couple things you should already know. As far as symbols go, I'm going to focus here. That right there is me. I am male, and males are designated with squares. That's my wife. She's female. Females are designated with circles. We are connected by a horizontal line. That is called a marriage line. Down beneath us are our offspring. As you can see, 3 boys. I'll bet you know a couple of them. So it goes straight down from the marriage line and branches out like that. Zooming out a little bit more, there's my parents. So everything over here, my family, everything over here is hers. So just a couple things I'll point out. I'm going to sit down, get comfortable. Whoops. Anyway, so a few things that you, in terms of symbols, that you may or may not need for your families, but any person that has a strike through, like this person here, that is a deceased individual. That would be my uncle, who died when I was about 5. The double strike through on a marriage line is a divorce. So sometimes you'll see something like this. This is my cousin and his wife, who are married, and then she was previously married and had a child with another man, and they divorced. So that's that. This is an adoption, so the brackets around an individual. So each one of these is a generation. The Roman numerals designate generations, so 5 generations shown, and then notice that each individual has a number. Generally, those numbers go from oldest to youngest as you go from left to right, but sometimes you run out of room and you got to rearrange things, so that's fine. Also notice that I am shaded in because this particular pedigree is focused on one trait, which is color vision deficiency. And so I happen to be color vision deficient, and so I'm shaded in. Okay? Alright, as far as making pedigrees go, the first recommendation is start with the youngest generation. So for me, that would be, my kids. Number 2, I would also recommend you start at bottom of the page, and then you work your way kind of up and out, and use pencil because you're going to be erasing. I erased a lot. Okay? And then, so, again, don't be afraid to wad this thing up and start over if you find that you make mistakes. But you're going to find that you're going to get crowded, and things are going to get kind of confusing and messy, and that's okay. That's part of it. My wife's side of the family over here, she has cousins. Let's see, that would be her mom, and this is her aunt. I didn't show this on there, but my wife has 5 cousins from this marriage right here, and I just left them off because I didn't have space, and as far as I know, they're a little bit distant from us, and so it's not like I needed to show them to get an accurate tracking of the trait in my family. So anyway, so start with these 3 steps, and you just, it's fun, and it starts to go quick. So, there are my 3 sons, and there's me, my wife, and then there's my dad, and my mom, and her dad, and her mom, and a couple of my nieces. Oops, I messed that up. That line should be down from her and her husband. Same thing there. Have fun. It is fun. I think you'll enjoy it, and I encourage you to get on the phone if you can, if you have access to people, and talk to them. Ask them about their, the relationships in your family, and obviously you're going to be asking them about the trait that you chose to follow in your partner's family. Remember, it should be a simple single gene trait. Some of you have gotten on the chat to ask about things like Alzheimer's disease, or cancer, diabetes, and those are all really interesting things to study. But it's also true that they're really, really complex, and it's the tools that you need to do those are out of our pay grade, right? You have to get special lab tests using DNA and stuff. So anyway, let me know how it goes. You should have your pedigree complete between you and your partner. I would say either the end of this week or the very beginning of next. I mean, this is all we have, right? This week and next. Bye.